All right, I don't know about you guys, but I just feel like everything is a subscription service nowadays. It's kind of gotten out of control from streaming to news to food delivery. Everybody's offering a subscription service, and a lot of times they just aren't worth it. But in today's video, we each came up with a few subscriptions that we do think are actually worth it, so we're going to dive into those.
Stop wasting money on that dumb shit and instead put it in investment. I know it's tempting, you'll spend it and be broke again.
So welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm your bro Ryan.
And I'm your bro Taylor.
And just like Taylor said, we both put together a few subscriptions that we personally have that we think are worth the money. And these can range in price, so it's not like we're just being frugal on everything. So let's jump into the first one on the list and see what you think.
Actually, I am going to start with a very frugal subscription that I have. I pay for some extra cloud storage. I don't know about you, but I just always fill up my phone for a variety of reasons, pictures, videos, apps, whatever it may be. And I feel like I'm always running out of space. So I pay 99 cents a month to get some extra cloud storage. I think it's worth it. I think it's very useful. I have a little bit of peace of mind knowing things are backed up. So that's a very cheap little thing that I pay for that I think is 100% worth it.
Rolling right into the next one, streaming in general. I know everybody likes to hate on streaming services, but, you know, it's entertaining. It's the thing you eat dinner and watch TV, or you kind of, at the end of work, you just want to relax and you just want to watch TV, watch a good movie. And a lot of these streaming services have gotten really good, not just at having movies, but at also producing their own.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, speaking of Apple, I've been kind of hooked on Apple TV. So that one, for me, is worth it. Their originals are awesome. From the first episode, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna watch this whole thing. These short limited series are really good, so I've been watching a lot of those. And a quick little bonus one is Peacock, simply because if you cancel Peacock, it always offers you $1.99 a month for like 6 months or a year. So I've been paying for Peacock for like $1 or $2 for like over a year.
Yeah. It's a good little strategy right there.
Yeah.
We're gonna get like flagged because Peacock's like, oh, they're telling all the secrets. But I agree. I think streaming, while you don't need every streaming service because then you're paying a lot of money. Yeah. I pay for Netflix, for example. That's one of the more expensive ones, about $25 a month. But still, I think, having a streaming service isn't bad because it's a great way to decompress, like Ryan said.
Oh, I forgot to mention the price of Apple TV. I think it's around $10 these days, so a little bit cheaper.
All right, next might be a bit of an unorthodox one in the sense that you may not think of this as a subscription, but I am paying an annual fee, is a travel credit card. Now, for certain people, I'm sure that won't necessarily fit into your lifestyle, so I'm not saying go out and pay all this money for an annual fee credit card. But for my lifestyle, at least, it is worth it. I mean, I've got an Amex Gold card. It's $325 a year, which, I mean, when I first started getting into credit cards, I had no intention of ever getting a credit card that costs that much. But I do think it's worth it. I have so many points now that if I want to, right now, I could travel round trip to anywhere in the world and it'd be completely covered by points. And that was simply off the intro bonus. So I do think those things are worth it if it fits in your lifestyle. It does for me.
Right. Especially like you said, you travel for work literally almost every week of the year. So for that reason alone, it's a huge benefit. And the next one on my list was going to be budgeting apps in general, because budgeting is very important. And a lot of them, for a small fee, honestly, can do a lot of the automation for you, where it organizes your expenses, it keeps track of your budget, it'll notify you if you're going over in a certain category, you're going over your pet fund, you're going over your travel fund, you've already passed your food and fun budget. So that's a great notification. I'm only halfway through the month. I should know that so I don't just keep swiping away. Yeah,
these apps, while the fees, you may be like, I don't want to pay a few dollars or several dollars a month. I mean, the reality is if you're budgeting, you're saving a lot more than you're spending right there. I mean, a budget is a huge difference maker, and it's going to completely change the amount of money you're spending per month. Next is another one that may not necessarily be a necessity, but is one that I think is worth the money. It's just having some kind of music subscription. That way you don't always have to listen to ads. I remember way back when I feel like Pandora was the thing, like in middle school or whatever, I had the free version, and like every few songs you'd listen to another ad and everything, and you just get so frustrated. It was taking you out of the zone if you were trying to get ready for something. So I think it is worth it. Now, I'm a Spotify guy. I pay $13 a month for Spotify. I know Ryan's a bit different. He's not the biggest Spotify guy, but I do think something like that is worth it.
I think my next one, I'm going to get most people to agree with. And my next one that I think is worth it is Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
So Amazon Prime, that one, I don't think it needs much of an introduction. You get movies with it. You get original shows with it. You get, obviously, the 2-day, sometimes like 2-hour shipping, which is crazy. You get access to discounts at Whole Foods. You get Amazon Fresh. You get all these different benefits. And if you go on their website and look at the actual Prime like subscription, you get even more than most people even touch. Like it's actually pretty insane, all the benefits you get. And I think, if I remember correctly, they just added like Grubhub Pass to the Amazon Prime membership. So again, it's just so much you get for like $140 a year.
Yeah.
Not bad at all.
Running right into the next one is simply a gym membership or any type of health wellness club, whatever it is that you kind of are interested in. Maybe it's a sports league that has a bit of a fee or whatever. I just think it's really worth investing in yourself and your body and your health and well-being. And it can be something fun like a sports league. Yeah. You know, I just go to LA Fitness. It's just kind of a gym that is everywhere. Well, most places. And I do a lot of traveling for work and everything. So I've found out that that's worth it for my lifestyle. Maybe not for you, but I mean, some type of health, wellness thing, I think is worth it.
Yeah, and I like how you added the classes in there. Classes or a yoga studio, whatever's interesting to you.
Yeah.
Even if it's like a run club that you join, a lot of the times those are just free. But just that looking towards your health, working towards something, staying in an active lifestyle, it'll pay dividends forever.
Yeah.
This one, I don't know if you would 100% consider a monthly or annual subscription. However, it's kind of there. So what I said was totally worth, I guess, the premium price monthly is better internet. I know most people see internet goes up fast in price, when especially when you go from like 300 to 500. You're like, well, I didn't like the speed's not that big of a difference, but the price went up like $20 or something. But that premium internet, or I'll say I have 1 gig speed, and it has been awesome. Especially because I work remote. If you work remote, it's a no-brainer. Like, it's not even an option. You gotta have good internet.
Yeah, you don't have to stand right next to the router and be like, golly, I gotta upload this in time, or I'm trying to do this or that. So I agree. I think good internet is definitely worth it. And there are promos that are out there. I mean, you can find it for reasonable prices. Don't think that you're breaking the bank. And if you are, shop around a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, and heading into my personal last subscription that I think is worth it and have myself is a Costco membership. It can be any wholesale, so obviously whatever's near you. But if you're doing the grocery shopping and everything, buying in bulk and having those savings and everything, I do think are worth it. I think it pays for the membership itself. And I like a lot of the things at Costco. They come with some like pre-made meals that you just got to heat up and everything. I think those are good and worth the price. You get a bunch of toilet paper that lasts you the year or something. You get your bulk toothpaste, anything. I mean, all this stuff, because you're just buying in such a quantity, you're saving money in the long run.
Yeah.
Plus, you have to go to the store less, which is another huge thing for me. So you're saving on gas and time.
The one thing we do bad about is we try and get fruit almost every time, and then it goes bad. You just can't eat 1,000 clementines and 2 people in a week, so it just gets difficult. But no, we love Costco too. It's a good one. So for me, my last one that I think is worth it, which this one might be a little bit more controversial, but it is lawn care service. Typically, if you're in a pretty popular area, it's not that expensive. It's anywhere from, I think I've paid $30 to $50 every 2 weeks, and it's huge time saver. Cutting the lawn itself sometimes takes a few hours, and then like the start of the season, you have to do certain things. The end of the season, you have to do certain things. It's just constant maintenance.
Yeah, I do think that one will be the slightly more controversial one. Because I know sometimes if people forget to skip one or forget to cancel it for the winter, it's the most frustrating thing. But I do think it's worth it. I mean, I've had that subscription service myself as well. So that is a good thing.
It's so easy to get now. There's so many like marketplaces and apps that do it for you. If you want to know some of the ones we use, please let us know in the comments. We'd love to provide that information. But obviously there's no affiliation there. Just we use it and we love it, and it's worked out really well for us.
Yeah. All right, so obviously all those were just our personal opinions. We'd love to hear from you down in the comments below if you think these subscriptions are in fact worth it, or you have some other ones that you think are worth it, or maybe we're completely wrong. You're like, oh, you guys are wasting your money. Either way, we'd love to interact with you guys and down in the comments. As always, we appreciate you tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video, and stay tuned for next week. You always say we, and it always sounds like it's you and me.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
In a video, you've never said you and your wife, ever. Sometimes I add text like Ryan and his wife.
I've never thought about that. That's funny.